Happy Tuesday. It's time for a Tuesday tip. And today I want to clarify something about cholesterol. So cholesterol gets a really bad rap, and I think for the wrong reasons. So how many people are on cholesterol meds? A lot of them. Now I'm not here to poo-poo cholesterol meds. I want to explain what cholesterol is actually doing in your body. And the analogy that I use is blaming cholesterol is like blaming firefighters at a fire. So have you ever noticed that when there's these house fires, all these pesky firefighters are there? So if you just get rid of the firefighters, then all the fires would go away, right? Well, no, that's not the way it works. So blaming cholesterol is really the Band-Aid of the body. So that's how I view it. Cholesterol is there doing a job for a deeper underlying issue. So what happens is when we have a stress, whether it's a perceived stress like a bank account or an environment or a job that you don't like, that is a perceived stress. So that will elicit the stress response, which can also wreak havoc on the body. Then there's internal stressors like blood sugar dysregulation, sleep disorders. That kind of stuff is an internal stress. So eating inflammatory foods is a stress. So I'm going to pick on food just because it's my favorite subject. So say you eat a diet high in processed foods, right? High in sugar and gluten and dairy and boxed things. That will trigger oxidative stress in the body, right? An immune stress. So if you think about that oxidative stress, punching like a little hole in your artery, then a message gets sent. Because that hole got punched, that oxidative stress was there, the message got sent down to the liver and said, excuse me, liver, Susie Q was just eating another donut that triggered this little micro tear. Can you please send out LDL? And the liver's like, yeah, no problem. So LDL gets sent out into the bloodstream to patch that hole, right? And then HDL is sitting in the background. So LDL is the bad one. HDL is the good one. So LDL, bad one, goes and patches that hole. HDL, the good one, is sitting in the background being like, hey, yo, just tell me when I can take all of the tools and things that we just patched that hole with back to the liver, and then we can create homeostasis. So LDL does its job, it patches the little hole. HDL is like, sweet, can I go back to the liver now? And LDL is like, yeah, go back to the liver. So HDL takes its little pack down to the liver and everything's homeostatic, right? But what happens if you're eating donuts, sorry to pick on donuts, 3 times a day? So there's constant oxidative stress happening. So that message from that oxidative stress is being sent down to the liver saying, liver, sorry to bother you again, but we need LDL into the blood to go patch this hole because Susie Q has a donut problem. And so LDL keeps getting sent out into the blood, and HDL, the good one, is sitting in the background going, yeah, pick me. And LDL's like, sorry, buddy, like we have so many holes in here, I'm not gonna need you for a while. And so then you get your blood drawn and the MD or ND says you have high what? LDL. And low what? HDL. The bad is high and the low is good. And so who do we blame? We blame the firefighters. We blame cholesterol. 80% of cholesterol is made in your liver, right? So only small percentage is actually coming from diet. Like there's this whole thing about blaming eggs because they have cholesterol in them. We need cholesterol. Cholesterol should be like your BFF when it's coming from a healthy homeostatic source, and the body is in homeostasis needing that. I'm not saying never eat a donut so that LDL never gets sent out. It's can we keep the body homeostatic so that there's not this constant oxidative stress, and focusing more on whole foods, focusing more on antioxidants coming from food, because what antioxidants do is hold the hand of that oxidative stress. I know I'm throwing a lot at you guys. Holds the hand of that oxidative stress to say, look, stop punching holes in the system. And then cholesterol is the mother of all hormones. Cholesterol builds this guy. I mean, cholesterol builds our cell walls. Like, cholesterol's not bad. It's so needed. And when it is out of balance, it just tells me that the body is under an exorbitant amount of what? Stress. And not that stress is bad either. It's just the types and how we're balancing it all. But that's a whole other topic. So I really want to clarify that cholesterol is not innately bad, and we need it. And if there is an imbalance in LDL and HDL, that ratio, then look at the stress that that human is under. It could be an internal stress like blood sugar dysregulation, sleep disorders, inflammatory foods, or is it a perceived stress like I see a tiger, or I see my bank account, or I'm seeing my car that I have to go get a JOB, or I think about my job and it stresses me out. So how can we keep stress in check and then let the body self-regulate? I hope this is making sense. So if that was super helpful in any way, shape, or form, oh my gosh, next week I am launching a 6-week course. It is online. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about how the body works. We're going to talk about the importance of the gut and gut health and how to create gut health. We're going to talk about the immune system. We're going to talk about the endocrine system over a 6-week period. And you will have access to these videos. They're live videos, and you'll have access to them forever. And because I have been told that learning for me is like drinking out of a fire hose. So I want you guys to have access to this so that you can listen to these videos over and over and over again, so that you can really help not only you in your life, but everyone in your life. Because this information, like how your body works and how to be healthy and how to add health every single day, in my opinion, everyone should know. And so I'm committed to teaching it. So I will put that link on my 6-week class. It's called How Butter Makes Everything Better, because that does. And those of you who know me know that I do not hold back on my butter consumption. So hope this was helpful. Happy Tuesday. You guys are amazing. I love you all. Bye.